said that the money, we will not die until we got or we spent all the money that was written for us.
Yeah, whatever's written for you, you're gonna get it.
So this part is really important. Why? It's because you're gonna get the money either way. It's your choice to do it either halal or haram. It's your choice because you're gonna get it either way.
Both ways you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin. Ishaq, we're here for another video. The video today is a special one. One that inshallah ta'ala, with your expertise, everybody around the world could get a good perspective on it. The video is going to be about halal and haram money. So let's start off
by the best subject ever.
Yeah.
MashaAllah. For the young, huh?
Yeah, for the young people.
MashaAllah.
Yeah. A lot of young people are out here. They're trying to make that
quick cash.
They're trying to make that quick cash.
Hustle.
Yeah. So you, as a person who lived a millionaire lifestyle and who was a millionaire, mashallah. So when it comes to money in and of itself, what are some ways that you think that that a person can actually go out there and make some halal money? Because you've done the haram money, you've seen it. There's no barakah, there's no blessings in it. So what are some ways that a young guy who's watching this video can make some halal money? You know what I mean?
First of all, I think the best thing to start with will be to make the difference between, or not the difference, maybe like halal money
versus haram money.
Versus haram money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because a lot of people, they think, okay, I'm gonna make some haram money and it's just gonna be a quick cash, or it's big money fast, and in halal money is no money, and I don't want to work at a restaurant. I want to clean the toilet for like small money, and I want a big life. I want a nice car because other people have nice cars, and they're flashing on Instagram, on Snapchat. So let's talk about that first. Okay.
Because you did have that haram money. You did have that nice car. You did have people working for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
But most of the people in the street, they don't live it. Right now they show it on Instagram, they show it on Snapchat, they front, they don't really have, they take pictures with a lot of money, and a lot of time, if they're, let's say they're selling drug, that money is a re-up money. It's not all their money. They have that money right now, and in a few hours they don't have it no more.
Right.
So a lot of time that money is not the real money. So that's a real thing. Like for the young, they have to know that it's not real. Like most of the jewelry of the people in the street is not really the good quality jewelry. You know what I mean? It's not really the good diamond. You know what I mean?
So it's not the real deal, basically.
No, like the cars, rented cars is not. And even if other people have cars, it's not the big high quality car with suit up and leather, custom made, and you know what I mean. So it's not the real deal. So that's the thing. You have to know that when you see something, it's not really the reality. That's number one. Number two is how much people in the street are really making. I was going to say millions. Let's not say millions. Say 100,000. How much people in the street are 100,000-aire? How much? There's not a lot.
There's not a lot.
Really not a lot. And if there's someone, how long that he will stay 100,000-aire? How long before he get caught? If he get caught, he go to jail for time. He has to pay for a lawyer. He has to pay for canteen. He has to pay.
Canteens for when they're inside the jail.
Yeah, when you're inside the jail, you need to eat.
Yeah, so someone has to give you money and whatnot.
Exactly. If you had apartments, if you had things outside, like payments, when you're in jail, you cannot make those payments, or you make them for a few months after you lose everything. So that's if you get caught.
Okay.
If you don't get caught, you maybe you can get robbed, maybe you can just get killed. So what is the upside of this? Like there's a lot of downside. So this is haram money, okay? So not a lot of people are making the money, and even if you do the money, how long would it stay? And that's the three option. If you're making halal money, how much people open business and have 100,000 There's a lot more people.
There's a lot more.
Yeah,
100%.
there's a lot more people that make millions with businesses. The only difference is that those people that make millions with businesses, they don't drive around showing their money on Instagram because it's a business. They invest their money to make more money. So what's gonna happen? Mostly the worst that's gonna happen is that they make bankruptcy. But what's gonna happen is that those people that make halal money, they invest and they're smart with the money. They're gonna have more money in the next years. They will not go to jail. They don't have a lawyer to pay. Maybe a lawyer for business, but not a lawyer because you're in jail. They're not running around with a gun because they're scared to be robbed or killed. So they don't have this. And now we are living in the best time ever to make money online. Like there's so much opportunity right now. Like you see kids playing video games, making millions or 100,000 or just thousands video game. Like there's so much money easy to, like people make money with Airbnb. People make money with Amazon, eBay. People make money with Bitcoin. People make money with Forex. People make money
With the halal forex, yeah.
Yeah. People make money with digital marketing, advertising, because a young kid can teach a business, because most of the business owners are old. So they're not good with social media. A young kid can come and get paid by a business owner just to take care of the social media. Like there's so much opportunities. That's why you have to learn and get some skills to know what to do. So that's the difference between both. And I strongly believe that, because that's another thing, a lie. That okay, I'm just gonna make some haram money, I'm just gonna flip some things, make money fast. It doesn't work like that. Number one, you have to be in the game like you cannot come the first day and the next day you're rich. No, you have to have contacts. You have to know how the game is working, and this takes months and years. So you still have to put a lot of effort in what you do in haram. I was in it every day. It was working 7 days a week.
How many hours are you putting in when you were doing that haram money?
Me, I was dedicated on making a lot of money, and that's why I was waking up early and sleeping late. Sometimes I didn't sleep for days or week. You know what I mean? Just working. When other people in the street are playing with PlayStation, waking up late, smoking weed, drinking alcohol, and wasting their time.
Okay, that's right. So some people, you know how we say the ends? The means do not justify the ends. So people say, for example, Ishaq, I'm only gonna make, for example, 5,000, or I'm only gonna make 10,000 or 15 or $20,000. I'm just gonna make that much, and then I'm gonna get out. That's it. You know what I mean?
That's halal.
Yeah, but that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna get out. Yeah.
So you can think like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, we're Muslim.
Yeah.
We know that we cannot plan nothing. Allah Allah wrote everything for us. But the thing is that a lot of time, maybe you're gonna say, I'm just gonna make 30,000. Maybe 3 years after he doesn't have his 30,000, so he's still in the game.
Right.
Every day, because when I was in that life, every day it's again, I don't like to say chances, but chance that I can get caught every day. So when you add that up with the money that you're looking for, it's not worth it.
It's true.
At all.
100%.
Like the lawyer, fast, a lawyer costs you $20,000 fast. Last time I get out on bail, it was $30,000 to get out on bail. You know, that was without the lawyer.
Right.
And that was because I didn't want it to go to jail. A lot of people don't have the money, stay into jail, and they lose money. If you're on welfare, how much you doing a year?
Welfare, yeah, maybe $10,000.
10,000 Canadian, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Some people, they would say like, oh, I'm gonna make a deal, $10,000, like if it's a big money. And they get caught, they go to jail for 2 years.
True.
1 year. Just stay on welfare and you'll be free and you will have the money. So
yeah, like, you know what, even when it comes to, like, for example, haram money is in and of itself, you know, because the Prophet did mention, he said that in the authentic hadith, like, for example, those who sell, they sell crack, they sell cocaine, they sell all this haram stuff. They say, the Prophet, he said, if Allah makes something haram, Allah makes the money that you get from it also haram.
Yes.
Like, you know, the stuff that you receive from it is impermissible in and of itself. And that's why, like, many people say, you know, like, the ends, don't worry, I'm just gonna make $20,000 here, but don't worry, I'm just gonna get to that. But then all the money that because you're selling crack and you're selling cocaine and you're selling that which is haram, that means that whatever you get from it is also haram and has no barakah in and of itself. There's no blessings in it.
No.
You know what I mean? So you've seen from your life, for example, all the money the $1 million that you had, you don't have it right now.
No.
It's gone. There's no blessing in it.
and I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one. So everybody's the same thing. And that's why, like, if you looked at it from the halal point of view, if you did all of your stuff halal, Allah would have put barakah in it. You know what I mean? All the halal money that you worked for 8 years, you have now with you. And that's why the Prophet, he said, you know, like, now you will not die until you get all the money that's written for you.
Exactly.
You know, لن تموت حتى تستكمل رزقها. You will not die until you gain all the money that was written for you. You see where I'm coming from? And that's why, like, I feel like the people need to change their mind. You know, and that's why the Prophet, he mentioned and he said, like, whoever makes the dunya their greater goal, you know what I mean? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to bring poverty in between their eyes. You know what I mean? And they're not going to have that contentment inside their heart.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get anything of the dunya except that which is written for them. But whoever, the akhirah is his goal. Because we all need money. I need money and you need money. You see where I'm coming from? So the Prophet mentioned that whoever the akhirah is his greater goal. جَعَلَ اللَّهُ غِنَى فِي قَلْبِهِ. Allah is going to put contentment in your heart. Like with the job that you work right now, you're happy.
Alhamdulillah.
You know what I mean? Allah is going to put ghina in your heart because your greater goal is the akhirah. You're doing everything for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And not only that too, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned that Allah Azza wa Jalla is going to bring all of his affairs together. You know what I mean? All of the stuff that's spread out before, now Allah is going to bring it all together. And the Prophet ﷺ then said, the dunya will come to you وَهِيَ رَاغِمَةٌ, whilst the dunya is submissive to you. You know what I mean? So that's why the people should make the akhirah the greater goal. Not this dunya, this world, we're all gonna die and I'm gonna die, you're gonna die. You know what I mean? And that's what the Prophet said, if you give Bani Adam a valley of gold, he's gonna want a second one, a third, and a fourth, and a fifth.
Exactly.
So that's why the dunya should be a greater goal.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And you said something like really important, that what you just said. You said that the money, we will not die until we got or we spend all the money that was writing for us.
Yeah, whatever's written for you, you're gonna get it.
So this part is really important. Why? It's because you're gonna get the money either way. It's your choice to do it either halal or haram. It's your choice because you're gonna get it either way.
Both ways you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
So if I go right now and I go sell, if I stop right now, you're guaranteeing me right now, if I stop right now selling drugs and if I stop doing all the haram stuff, you know what I mean? In terms of like the ways that I get money, whether it be prostitution, all that stuff.
Yes.
Are you telling me if I turn to the deen right now and I stop all this stuff, are you guaranteeing me that I'm gonna get money?
For sure.
100%.
100%.
Okay. Wow.
100% because it's already right. Like, it's not me who said that. You know?
The Prophet ﷺ said.
So that's for sure.
A person will not die until you get all the money that's written for
exactly.
you. So I just gotta now figure out how I'm gonna do things the halal way. That's it.
Exactly.
Okay.
You still need to
of course, you have to work.
You have to work. But even if you don't work, you're not gonna die until that.
You get
that,
all
that's
the money
for sure.
trading for you.
That's for sure. And there's a lot of things with it, you know, like you can get married, and when you get married, the risk of the woman comes to you. You can get kids, the risk, you have more risk. You go to Umrah, you have more risk. Like, so, but the thing is that you have to make a choice, and you have to make the smart choice. You know what I mean? Like, number one, it's better to be in the deen. Number one. Number two, if you want to get, let's say, 30,000 and get out, know that everything from that 30,000 after, like the babies that money will make, will be all with no barakah. Like, no barakah means that you can have $1,000 and make a lot with barakah, and have $10,000 and lose it and make nothing. So barakah, like, doesn't mean that you,
Barakah is like what? Blessings, right?
the blessing.
Okay.
Yes. So if you have blessing in your life, in your time, in your money, you're gonna be able to make a lot more than a lot more. Like, I had a lot of money, but you know, a lot of money just disappear like that.
You know, even like Nuh alayhi salam, he tells his people, you know, he's giving da'wah to them so that they can come on the deen, you know. And he says, فَقُلْتُ اسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَفَّارًا. He said, يُرْسِلِ السَّمَاءَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِدْرَارًا. Allah was going to give you rain, you know. وَيُمْدِدُكُمْ بِأَمْوَالٍ. Allah is going to give you money. وَيُمْدِدُكُمْ بِأَمْوَالٍ وَبَنِينَ. You're going to get children as well. وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ جَنَّاتٍ وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ أَنْهَارًا. So Allah Azza wa Jalla is going to provide for you. That's why right now, the more closer you come to the deen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is really going to provide for you in that way.
Alhamdulillah.
Allahu Akbar.
Alhamdulillah.
And Nuh is telling his people, come to the religion, you know. فَقُلْتُ اسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ. Ask Allah for forgiveness, you know. إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَفَارًا. He is the most forgiving, and He's going to bring rain down for you. And as you know, when you get rain, you get vegetation from the floor, and then He's going to give you amwalin. He's going to give you money. وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ. And then not only that money, children are going to come from it too. So the more you get closer to Allah, the better that the person's rizq is, you know, is going to be. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ, every morning he used to ask Allah, Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa 'amalan mutaqabbala. Oh Allah, give me beneficial knowledge, wa rizqan tayyiba, and a good provision, and an action that's accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's the way of the believer, you know what I mean? The more he gets closer to Allah Azza wa Jal, the better his life is going to be, and the better that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to provide for him.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. You know, when you're in the street, you try to get the right connection and get the good people to you know, for maybe for security, or maybe you need the good connection, you know, to make the money. And when you have that good connection and you're close to that person, and that person, you can ask them anything, you know, you feel with a lot of power. But the thing is that that person doesn't own the city. He doesn't own, like, even a few hours, like, doesn't own nothing in this life. Allah, He has created everything. He owns everything. If you're close to Him, you have your contact, the best contact ever. You have to believe that. You have to understand that anything in your life, you can have it. You just have to ask for it. And to ask for it, the best thing is, you know, it's not even that He gives you appointment. He wants to speak to you 5 times a day. 5 times a day. You just need to go to those appointments, ask Him, and He will give it. He will give to you. And sometimes we're not patient enough, you know. We want it right now, you know. Tomorrow, we want it yesterday. But It will always answer. Maybe it's gonna be in a month, maybe in a few months, maybe in a year. Like, years just go by like that.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So maybe you're gonna have in 2 years, but for real, for Allah, is right now. So seriously, you have everything to lose if you don't follow Islam. Follow the deen, stay in the deen, get off everything haram. Is not worth it, seriously. And just with what you feel inside, in your heart, how you are, this just us with no. I don't know if you know that hadith. There was a hadith of two. I don't know, two men in a river, and
they said, you know, it's not a hadith, but it's a saying.
Okay.
They said, لولا الملوك وأبناء الملوك ما نحن فيه من السرور لجادلونا بالسيوف. What they did was they would go to a river and they would dip some like their bread or something like that, and they dip it in water. And then they said, if the kings knew, لولا الملوك وأبناء الملوك, if the kings knew and the children of the kings knew that which of happiness that we have, they would have fought us with swords for that happiness. So that real happiness comes by you following the religion. And I just want to close it off with the last hadith that comes to my mind. The Prophet, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
I have real goosebumps, subhanAllah. This is crazy.
It's real happiness. You can ask, yeah.
Like it's real goosebumps, man. Subhanallah.
Yeah.
Because that's a real happiness.
Yeah, that is. You had that millionaire lifestyle in the haram.
I was poor.
You never had that.
I was poor. I'm rich now.
Allah.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
And I want to end off in the last hadith of Prophet ﷺ. I mean, the last ayah where Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَمَن يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ, whoever fears Allah, يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا, Allah is going to give him a way out. وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبْ, then Allah will provide for him in a place where he never expected. وَمَن يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ, whoever puts their trust in Allah, فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ, it is enough for him. So, with all of that being said, try to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you halal income, halal sustenance, and at the same time try to go after it, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will honestly give you real happiness that each and every one of you deserve. هذا والله أعلم. جزاكم الله خير Ishaq for coming on.
May Allah guide us to the straight path, and may Allah make us die as a Muslim.
Ameen, ameen. جزاك الله خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.